Hey everyone, it's Cheryl Lawson. Welcome to the final Spreaker cast of the Cheryl Lawson Show. And I know I haven't done very many this year, but this is one of the things that I look forward to most, keeping up and keeping current in 2013. I really, really miss doing my podcast, so having the Spreaker show helps me um, just get it all out. Anyway, so I hope you're all snuggle and warm in your homes or wherever you are this holiday season. And I wanted to talk today about our social media for social good. Um, I don't know if you want to call it program or drive that we've been doing here in Tulsa for now. This will be the third year that we celebrated Tweet for Toys, and it's tweet for the number four toys. So if you're looking for the hashtag or the website, it's tweetfortoys.org, or you can see on social media tulsa.org, you'll see a Tweet for Toys section. And what's interesting is it started out 3 years ago in 2010, right when I began Social Media Tulsa. We started Social Media Tulsa as a meetup group. I mean, I had recently moved back to Tulsa from California. Tulsa's my hometown. And we started a meetup group with Mashable's Social Media Day. And I actually had a meetup page prior to doing Social Media Day, but I really didn't know what I was going to do with it. I was really inspired by the 140 conference community in LA and was a part of that community and saw so many people doing great things in conjunction with other people, right? So while everybody in the 140 conference community, or a lot of them in LA, are social media consultants or experts or web designers in some fashion. There was not necessarily a big sense of competition. Everybody was in it to network and socialize and connect people. So if you met somebody that could benefit somebody else that you'd met, it was just that energy. And so it was my desire to create that kind of environment here in Tulsa. Mostly because I felt like that is where the future is in networking and in social. So, and it's kind of what we're doing online anyway, with Twitter and Facebook and Google Plus and YouTube and of course Spreaker. We're recommending people to other people as a part of our interactions with them. I've seen a lot of the tweets that say, "Hey, I'm following Party Aficionado on Spreaker," and I love that because now I'm, even with this tool, being introduced to new people, and you of course are being introduced to me. So I really think that this is how connections are made, right? Being social and having social interactions. So I started in June, which was the first social media day. We had about 26 people show up to a burger joint downtown, and it was really great. We had speakers, and actually one of the local wineries came out and served wine, and of course everybody enjoyed the burgers, and so it was a really good first step. And later on in that year, one of our members is the marketing director, or was the marketing director, she still is, of the Salvation Army here in Tulsa. And so we had her talk at one of our meetups about the Salvation Army and how they were using social media and, kind of helping get the word out about what was happening. And I think it was then that we got together afterwards and started thinking about how we could help the Salvation Army during their busiest time, which is the holiday season toy and food drive. And so Lindsay and I came up with the toy drive Tweet for Toys. And what I learned about the Salvation Army and the Angel Tree program, which is huge national program and local program as well, is that there are some angels who either don't get picked, or somebody's gotten an angel and their circumstances have changed. You know, you lose your job after you've picked an angel, or you lose the angel and it doesn't get turned in. So they coined the phrase that forgotten angels. Right? So some kids who were either not picked or fell in that, they call them forgotten angels. So some of them still get at least one toy, but it was our desire to make sure that those kids got multiple toys, multiple clothes. And so we started the Tweet for Toys toy drive to collect toys for those kids, the forgotten angels, the extra need that came in. So the first year we had a meetup at the Salvation Army. People brought toys, and we also volunteered. And I think that was probably one of the best meetups we'd had all year, and historically has been the most fulfilling event that we have. In 2011, we actually teamed up with a few members and had several tweet ups from November to the holiday season, where people could bring toys and enjoy local restaurants. We had one. Our first one was at a new pizza place called Top That Pizza, where people could make their own pizza. It's kind of like the Seinfeld Kramer pizza place where you make your own pie. You get to pick your dough and all your toppings. So it was a really cool experience for people to have this new restaurant. We did a nice press release and got a tour of the place, and people brought tons of toys, and then we left the boxes in the restaurant throughout the holiday season. We had another tweet up at a yogurt place, and then we also went to the Salvation Army as our volunteer event. So in addition to collecting toys, tweeting the hashtag Tweet for Toys, tweeting pictures of your toys while you're buying toys, we also then go and volunteer our time. So this year we did, so of course it was the third annual, we did one tweet up at the Penthouse Bar at the Mayo Hotel, which is a fantastic historic hotel here in Tulsa that has been remodeled, revived, rebuilt by a wonderful family here, and it's just a magnificent place. And so we had our tweet up there. People brought toys. It was really casual tweet up and hang out. We got to meet a few new people, because that's the one good thing about holding meetups and having a meetup group, is that every meetup you see kind of some of the same people, and then a lot of new people show up as well. So we had a great turnout. I think we filled up 2 big bags of toys, and that were hauled off immediately to the Salvation Army. And then the week later, we had about 13 people show up to volunteer, and we knocked out a lot of work. I mean, I know if you run a nonprofit organization, you know that 10 or 12 or 13 people showing up to help you do what you do on one night or in a few hours is a really good thing. So we did that on December 10th, which was really great. Of course, we tweeted for toys, and people took pictures while we were at the Salvation Army Toy Distribution Center. And so it just became this really nice camaraderie situation. We had more people at that meetup this year than we did last year. And one thing I did to really thank the people who came and gave of their time is everybody who attended that meetup got free registration to the 2013 Social Media Tulsa Conference. One, because I think when you come to that particular meetup, the one where we're giving of our time and helping kids, I mean, we're literally putting toys in bags or baskets that are going to a local family in need. I mean, we're not just giving a toy and dropping it off. We're not, giving $10, although people were able to do that with the text messages, and that's great. People were actually affecting and physically putting toys in bags that were going to kids, and we saw their names and how old they were and what size clothes they wore, what toys they listed on their wish list. And some of them wanted MP3 players. A lot of little girls wanted makeup and kits where they wanted to create something, right? So beads and jewelry and make your own hat kind of thing. And so my group got to go shopping for those angels who didn't have full bags. We got to fill in some of those toys and some of the more empty bags, and clothes and gloves and hats as well. So I just wanted to talk about how it doesn't have to all be social media, right? It doesn't always have to be tweet and get $1 or tweet and get a donation, although that is my hope for the future of Tweet for Toys, is that we'll find a sponsor who'd like to match dollar amount for each tweet that goes out, right? In the past few years, we've had about 1,000 tweets, so that would be $1,000 donation to the Salvation Army, and very fun to do and easy to do with our system, with our program that's already going on. All we have to do is say, hey, for each Tweet for Toys tweet, XYZ company is donating $1 up to whatever dollar amount that they've agreed to. So hopefully we'll get to that point. But until then, I think it's as important to get people together in a networking space, doing good for other people, because that changes the conversation from just here's what I do for a living and here's what I do. It just the conversation becomes, this is so much need. I had no idea. I'm so glad I'm able to do this. You start to meet and interact with the people behind the tweets and posts and blogs and videos, which is what Social Media Tulsa is all about. It's getting to know the people behind those things so that you can understand who they are and what they are, what's important to them, so that when somebody comes to you and says, hey, do you know somebody who does PR? Well, of course I do. It's Mandy Vavernack. She's good people. I know she does good work because I watch her do her thing on social media and on the news. Do you know somebody who does web development? Absolutely. Do you know somebody who does, social media consulting? I could name several. But these are the things that a face-to-face networking community allow you to do. And then when you tie in a social good campaign, you're able to get beyond just the here's my business card and here's what I do for a living. You're able to connect with the people and what's important to them. So I'm really grateful to everybody who has participated in Tweet for Toys, from the first year. While we've had people who've been to all three, we've had a few who have missed one or two, but everybody knows that it's important and it's something that we like to do. In fact, the Salvation Army sent out a tweet and I think a post on their Facebook page that the last few days, when it was time to turn in the Angel Tree toys, there were 700 toys missing or short. And so, we tweeted for toys again. I posted it on our Facebook page. Even though our event was over, it wasn't over for the Salvation Army and the people in need. So we tweeted again, we retweeted. I noticed one of our tweets asked the former mayor of Tulsa to retweet that the Salvation Army needed more toys and used the hashtag 700 toys, which I absolutely loved, to get people to come down. And I did, of course, buy more toys. And I tweeted the fact that one of our local dollar stores had toys on sale for 50% off. And so, even if you hadn't bought a toy prior to, or you didn't have a lot of budget, knowing where the toys are on sale is a good thing. And so going back down to the distribution center, people were just bringing in toys. Another company had donated some money so that the Salvation Army staff could go out and shop for toys. So it was just really an amazing thing to be a part of, and to see the energy and the enthusiasm grow around the Salvation Army's toy drive, and then how people are just kind of gravitating to social media to make good and do good. So I hope that you will find a social media, a way to use social media for social good as part of your strategy. And I'll be talking about Twitter at the Social Media Tulsa Conference in March. So I hope you join me then. And of course, we have a ton of other speakers talking about things too. So anyway, I really am hopeful that you have a wonderful Christmas and Kwanzaa and Happy New Year, or Festivus for the rest of us, for all you Seinfeld fans out there. I'm one of them. And so have a great New Year. I will see you then. And don't eat too much. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Talk to you soon.